Hello again, it's Joey John Maguire. I'm in a new watering hole today, not the first time I've been here. It's the Malt House, formerly the Jolly Maltsters. It was once a Chelsea Football Club supporters pub, used to frequently packed out. But now a much more sophisticated pub has been for the last few years. The Malt House, beautiful pub to be found on Farm Lane, Fulham Road, near the church. I think it's St Peter's Church, I'm not sure. Well, as I say, lovely pub, immaculate. Right, I've not been out for the last few days, have been slowly pushed out of my local Wetherspoons, as I'm an advocate for Wetherspoons, but I'm afraid the students from the music school have taken over and left me no choice but leave. Anyway, I'm in a very grand pub today and we'll just play catch up, about to recite one of 3 poems in the queue to be uploaded onto my YouTube channel and onto my website. It's called They Lied About the Cure. I have listened, mostly in total bewilderment, with my stomach tied in knots, jumping and churning in a constant anticipation, as all the experts rattled on in a cacophony of malignant drivel, professing to know all the answers to every unsolved problem in the world. I sit desolate in total despair as the airwaves are jammed with the lies and deceit born out of ignorance. Watch as the so-called wizened men and women alike destroy my beautiful world, as they predict a future built on the dictates and myths from the ancient world, all before my eyes. Professors, politicians, scientists, psychologists, psychiatrists, the generals, the long arm of the law, the totally toothless United Nations, the corrupt and useless charities, my friends, relatives and carers, all of them beyond the realms of my trust, all with their own agendas, all thinking they know best. Those who do profess to care find their sentiments quickly lost, more often than not consumed by their own insatiable egos, their good intentions fading like Polaroids left for too long in the midday sun, of which I have an album filled with many in the memory banks of my disillusioned mind, all faded beyond recognition, lost forever in the maelstrom of yesteryears. My dreams have been filled with the longing for impossibilities, promises that were never fulfilled. If only, like the rest of you, I could turn back time, rewind to happier climes. But the situation has soured way past the point of no return. My bouts of depression have lengthened as my loneliness has slowly morphed into an inner temple of doom. Like so many others, I have been let down, abandoned to my own devices, every promise having come to nothing, leaving me void of hope, fully aware that there is and never will be any respite on the horizon. I am to be left with my mental disabilities overwhelmed by the onset of physical ill health and the onset of old age. I now see myself as invisible. They lied to me over and over again, said anything to appease. Such was my desperation to find a cure. I allowed it to happen, all the while knowing that they didn't have the answers. There was no cure for a traumatized mind and soul. My one saving grace is that I managed to hold on to who I was and my deeply entrenched beliefs and virtues. Time may be slipping past now at an ever-increasing pace, and the final abyss draws nearer with every passing day, but I am safe in the knowledge that the worst of it is over, I have survived on my own wits, and now with pride I say to you, with an air of sadness, it is time to prepare myself to die.